Good morning, everyone. My name is Ellisa Cooper, and this is Cooking in Quarantine. So, if you were with me last week, we were prepping for a little Hamilton fete, and by the way, blown away, absolutely amazing, the best thing I've ever seen, and I've seen 4 different mountings of Gypsy on Broadway in my lifetime. Best thing I've ever seen. So I had prepped up to make some tacos last week, and I can't get enough of tacos. So this is going to be taco week. So today I'm going to prep up 2 different taco preparations. My idea is handsome boyfriend is coming and going to stay for a few days. So I thought that we could have a little taco snack every day. So I have over here in my Dutch oven, I have some skinless, boneless chicken thighs, and I'm going to make up a nice little kind of slow cooker marinade for this that will go in. So let me get this where I can actually see it a little better. And it calls for a diced onion, so I'm almost there. I'm just going to run my knife through. Hold on to them. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. And a little bit more onion. And then, does this say just to put it all in the thing? Add the onion. I'm supposed to saute my onion for 2 minutes. So I guess I'm going to have to get a skillet out here. We'll get that going. 1 second. I think I have one handy. Perfect skillet. And we will be prepared for cooking some onion. Let's see. Like I said, everybody likes to cook online, but nobody does it when they've just come in from the grocery 5 minutes ago, right? So here we're going to turn that down and give this a chance to warm up and get a little oil in the pot. So we're going to start. It wants to have the onion, and then after that's cooked for a bit, we're going to start adding some of the things. Okay, so it calls for a cup of water with soy sauce, apple cider vinegar, oregano, and chilies. So let's get that ready to go. Let's see. I think that one of these would be handy, but it wants to stick. There we go. Everybody's well today. All right, a cup of water. Perfect. It's starting to smell good. My pan smells good. How wonderful. So while this is coming up to temperature, and this calls for what I said, a cup of water, a tablespoon of soy sauce, there we go, and a tablespoon of cider vinegar. It's right about a tablespoon. Mother and all, let's throw it in there, a little extra. Vinegar never hurt anything. A tablespoon of dried oregano, brand new oregano even. Nice. So let's give myself a nice fat palmful here. Oh, almost. Keep it going, keep it going. And like Rachel tells us to do, always give it a nice little rub so that it breaks it up and gets the oils flowing in your oregano. It says oregano or bay leaves, but I've got some bay leaves here, and I don't have any good reason why I wouldn't put a bay leaf in it. So let's do that. Bay leaf. Beautiful. And what's next? And then I've got a can of green chilies here, which I need to open. But in the meantime, I'm going to add just a touch more oil to my pan. Give that a second to warm up. Get one of my favorite new toys. Nice and straight. And I might as well get my microplane out because there's a lot of garlic action going on today. So let's pull back and grab all of this. Put that right in there. Beautiful. So while this is in here and starting to cook, I'm going to spread. And this one's 6 cloves of garlic. So let's get these going. And hello, Caroline. How are you? So Caroline, it's taco week here at my house, and I'm very excited. Today I'm preparing sort of a carnitas style chicken that's going to be in a slow cooker. Not in a slow cooker, I'm Dutch ovening, but I've learned that when it's a slow cooker recipe, that it's pretty easy to substitute a low temperature Dutch oven instead. So getting these up, but these onions seem to be cooking alarmingly quickly. So let's give these a stir and heat a little bit. I hope everyone out there had a wonderful and safe holiday this weekend. I was lucky enough to get a little bit out of town and get a hot dog in my face before the holiday was over, and so that was nice. Let's see. And another big fat clove of garlic here. Awesome. Perfect. So, like I said, this is going to be taco week. So I'm starting this first batch here, which is going to be chicken carnitas. And then I'm also going to get, right before we finish today, I'm going to put together the marinade for a skirt steak with pineapple that I thought we'll do tomorrow, but I want those to be ready to go. So the reason that I use chicken thighs when I do this is because they're so easy to, with 2 forks, pull it apart and get that beautiful shred, which is so important. And so let me see. So let's see. I'm going to hold on just a second. I'm going to get the garlic off my fingers. And is it a beautiful day in Philly, Caroline? I saw an absolutely amazingly beautiful house online this morning that is not far from you. I don't remember what the town was, but it was built in 1900 by an heir to the Campbell soup family. And frankly, it looked as though it were built in the 1700s. The way that the doors, the width, just everything about it was glorious. So I thought, what a great little house, and I do have a friend in Philly. So there's that. All right, so now I'm going to put all this garlic in here. Oops, that's not the piece I want in there. But I'm going to let that sit on top of the onion for a second because garlic cooks so fast. And in the meantime, I'm going to open my can of chilies. Here we go. And I think I'll just put these chilies in with all this liquid. Excellent. What am I dropping? Oh, just the top to my... And I'm going to give that a little bit more of a whirl because I'm pretty close to ready to putting all this liquid in. So, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. So now that garlic is starting to activate, I'm going to pour all this liquid in here and let that kind of come together. So there, I guess I should mute my phone, guys. Sorry. Oh, how silly. And I realize I'm sitting here with the air conditioner on again, but I did realize that it's not as noisy as I thought it was, but that's probably much nicer for you now. So now there's some dry herbs that need to go in here. So all this is in, except that I now need cumin, coriander, chili powder, and it calls for chipotle powder for heat, but I have both hot paprika and cayenne, so I'm going to use that. And this asks for a tablespoon of everything, so tablespoon. Boom. Excuse me. And another tablespoon here. Let's pop this open if I can. Yesterday, I was lucky enough to be the first customer at my threading salon where I got several grooming issues taken care of. And then I got a manicure and a pedicure. So I'm feeling like as pretty as a girl can be today, because it's been a long 4 months without any of that. So here we go, a tablespoon of everything. And then, of course, not a tablespoon of cayenne, just a few little blips of that. And I am going to put about a teaspoon, maybe a half teaspoon of hot Hungarian paprika. Here we go. There we go. And I know the Hungarian may seem strange when I tell you that I'm making an adobo-y, what did they say, a carnitas style chicken. But there we go. So now this is off the heat. And in just a second, I'm going to put it here onto my chicken and put that into the oven. But since I haven't heated my oven yet, I'm not going to pour that on there because that's a little warm. And I don't want to just let the chicken sit there in sort of a strange hot thing. So now the next thing is that I need to quick make some marinade for my steak tacos. And so for that, I'm going to put, and that's going to be tomorrow, but I want them to have all day to sit. Actually, I thought I had a piece of, there we go. I do have a piece of Tupperware right here ready to be marinated. Here we go. So, and we're back. Hello, Amy. Hello, Michael. How are you? Let's see. Oh, I know, right? Thank you, darling. Hello, Donnie. Hello, everybody. Carol and Caroline, thank you all for being here today. And so this is next. This is going to be pretty easy. This marinade is really simple. And it costs just to be topped with diced pineapple. But I have a pineapple here. And I'm going to do two things with it. I'm going to make a little bit of a salsa with some cilantro and a little red onion probably. And that's what I'm going to do instead of that. But I'm also going to cook some of it on the flat iron so that it chars up and caramelizes. I thought both of those would be great ways to do that. For all of these tacos, I'm going to make different flavors of crema. So take a little sour cream, add a little extra acid to it, either some citrus or just some vinegar, right, to thin it out a little bit. And then you can add whatever you want. You can add hot sauce, you can add herbs, you can add peppers, anything that you think of that you would like. I made one the other day with some habanero sauce, which was great. They're great with sriracha, all kinds of stuff that you can do to make those good just a little drizzle on the top is just so nice when you're having tacos. So where are we next? So I have here a little piece of flank steak, and let's get this out of here. Or not flank steak, I'm sorry, skirt steak is what I have here. And so I'm going to lay this here into this, I guess getting a lot of garlic on the bottom side of it isn't going to hurt anybody, is it? And so this calls very simply for some soy sauce, garlic, and ginger, right? So let's give this a little pour. That's about one. That's about two. And let's call that three. And then I've still got some garlic laying around here, I hope. Excellent. And this calls for a tablespoon of garlic. So let's give this a good, quick grate. Okay, that looks like about a teaspoon. So another couple of these. That's a little closer. Do I have another little nub of garlic over here? I don't. So we'll just make that work. rather than fighting with garlic skin, which is not my favorite thing to do. A little garlic. And then I have a knob of ginger right here. Let's give it a little quick trim. Normally, you know, we would do this. We would trim our ginger with a spoon. But I'm going to be super fast and trim it up with a knife. And that way we can get our tablespoon of ginger in here that much more quickly. Here we go. And this big knob of ginger has been here for a while, so I really need to get using it. It started to rhizome itself, right? It started to make eyes, is what I'm trying to say, like on potatoes, right? It's trying to replicate itself. So let's use it before we lose it, right? All right, so there's that. Here we go. That looks fantastic. So I'm going to smear this ginger and garlic all over the mussel, right? Doing things with 2 hands is usually better than doing it with 1. And then I'm going to give this a turn every couple of hours while I'm thinking about it today. And then tomorrow we'll throw this on my little flat iron, char it up, slice it up nice. We'll maybe make a little pineapple salsa in the morning. But there's that. So everything is ready to go. I'm kind of like 2 days ahead now because tomorrow won't take really much effort. And today is going to be ready to go anytime now. So guys, that might be cooking in quarantine for today. So let's see. I am going to wash a little bit off my hands. Give them a dry. And so guys, oh, I see that there's options now. I can bring people on camera. So if you'd like to be a guest on Cooking in Quarantine, why don't you private message me somewhere and we'll make a plan to do that. All right? Maybe you'd like to cook alongside with me. It'd be fantastic. I've always wanted somebody to talk to while I do this. So you guys, I love you. I thank you so much for coming here every day. Every one of you, you give me something to do. And you give me purpose, and I really appreciate that. So, you guys, I have one last thing to say. I am proud to say that 99.9% of my friends are compliant with public health safety guidelines. But I learned today that someone is not. And I would just say, why do you think you're smarter than Dr. Fauci? That's my only question. Please let me know what it is that I have missed in our history where you were the top of your class at Cornell. I don't recall that period in your life. So stop trying to second guess the experts. You're not smarter than Dr. Fauci. Not any of you. I see who's there, and I know that there are a couple really, really, really smart people out here in my audience today. But not one of us is smarter than Dr. Fauci. So stop trying to second guess. Stop listening to conspiracy theories. I promise you there is no cabal powerful enough to make all of the countries in the world suspect and blame all the deaths in a period of time on something that doesn't exist. So stop with the foolishness, guys. Believe the experts. Believe the experts. They buckled down in a way that you never have. So believe the experts. I can't believe I live in a world where we doubt the veracity of experts. So let's do that. So anyway, wear a mask and wash your hands. Thank you, Michael. How hard is that? And it's, you know, and I read this morning that looking at Japan, and why Japan was able to overcome this curve so beautifully. And it's because they, first of all, are more socially distanced in general, just in their way of socializing, but also that wearing a mask is common. It has been commonplace for some time that when you are sick, you wear a mask. Why? To protect the other people in your community. You don't know if your neighbor is struggling with a chronic illness. You don't know everything about everybody. Stop thinking that you can second guess everything and everybody. we're socialized to be rule followers, right? So follow the rules. And even if it's foolishness, even if it's not necessary, it shows that you care about other people enough to just sit down and shut up and care about other people. So sit down, shut up, and care about other people. You show me that you care about me when you cover your face. When you don't, you tell me that you don't give a flying about my circumstances or my future. So, like I said, it changes how I feel about you as a person when you tell me that you refuse to be compliant. Changes how I feel about you as a person, and that kind of respect lost is almost impossible to win back. So, boys and girls, wash your hands, wear a mask. I love you all, and I hope that good sense comes back to reign again. I would like to suggest that we bring the fairness doctrine back, because I saw also this morning that Fox News is in court arguing that Tucker Carlson has no responsibility or requirement to tell the truth. So doesn't that tell you something? That's all, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you here tomorrow for more Taco Week. Ciao.